anus still bleeding.
What did you eat? Why were you in the bathroom again? What did you eat?
So here's the thing.
That was
I
actually.
have to see a doctor. We can spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure out it's not important. It's not important. We don't know the answer. Not that it's not important. We don't know the answer.
It's super
I
important.
have digestion issues.
Okay.
Waiting. It's my thing. I haven't seen a doctor yet, but
For
I
the
just know
record-
that when you don't eat certain things properly, I go to the washroom 3
For the
4
record, you said we don't know what it is, but we literally spent an entire episode figuring out that you've been eating poison.
That's true.
And traces stuff with traces of
That's
human
true.
semen.
Yeah, but his fun stuff aside,
But
he
that
ate
doesn't
poison.
talk about what issue I have as per the biologist, the doctor. Excuse me, as
The
per
biologist.
the doctor's tests. You guys have layman's term information, and the doctor will give advanced information.
Yeah, they'll give you advanced information. I'm pretty sure a doctor will also tell you, Adam, stop eating poison.
Yeah.
Well, how much damage does that poison done to me? Only he will know. You don't.
I mean, we could pretty much tell right now the way you're talking.
You're
Like,
bleeding from your anus, dude.
you're bleeding from your anus.
I'm
That's
not.
excessive.
It's just called that. I don't know what it's called. You have to go. And you know what? It's not even a large amount of shit that I took. It was just,
Is it a lot of? Hold on. What I understand is, are you bleeding from inside your body
not
or your
bleeding.
asshole?
Not bleeding. There's
You
just,
said you were bleeding last time.
Yeah,
last time I thought about right
so
now.
now you're done with the blood. So that's good. At least there's
that
no more
was
blood.
more rare than regular.
Imagine he just ate beets.
No, it doesn't. Beats by Dre. All right, get closer to your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Adam and Poseidon, welcome to the show. Apart from shitting yourselves, both of you,
Oh yeah, it's true.
what else have you done?
This is word for word. I sent a text to Pantelis. I'm gonna read it out loud for the listeners. I go, yo, can you grab coffee for you and Adam? I don't want. I'm good. Running a little late. Had to poop. Was constipated.
That's the life I lead. Adam, we'll get back to the question that we both asked you. What did you do this weekend?
Watch some football. We know the Super Bowl finalists.
We do. Did you bet?
Small amounts.
Okay, Adam. Why do you do this to me? Answer
because I don't
the
want you. I don't want you thinking.
talking to the microphone.
it's
Talking to the
old- it's
microphone.
the old
Who
Adam
cares?
again.
Who cares?
You're right, you're
Answer
right.
the question.
Yeah,
That's
yes, I
it.
did.
I don't care whether you bet $1 million or half $1 million.
Yeah.
How much?
Who did you bet on?
I bet on a soccer game in conjunction with the Super Bowl. I'm trying to with the game. I'm trying to.
So
remember.
you did everything in your power to make sure you lose money.
So you didn't win money, I'm guessing.
I won a little bit.
How much?
$18.
$18.
Okay.
And how much did you lose?
Yeah, you're right. Well, how much did it cost me? $30. Okay, I lost $12. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, if you guys knew anything about gambling,
that is amazing. The way he worded that is honestly comedic genius.
You didn't win $18. You lost $12.
For real,
Yeah,
Adam. You don't even know how much of a comedy genius you are. Like that was so.
you know what I find interesting, by the way? I've been on this podcast, like 20, let's say 25 times. I'm surprised you guys have never asked me, how does Mijojo work? How many games you have to play?
We know how it works. I play. We know how
You
it
do?
works.
Oh, cool.
Well, not often. I haven't played in a long time.
Oh, nice.
Except when he loses money, he admits it.
Yeah, I lost money.
He doesn't say.
For example, last Sunday night, the night before the inauguration, I was alone in Washington. I went to the casino and I lost about $700 really fast, and I was very upset.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was like 400 or 500 American.
Damn. Okay, I feel less bad about
Were
my
you playing
shit.
table
that I've been
games
doing
or
lately.
machines?
Huh?
Table games or machines?
Well, you need to mind your business.
You made me feel less terrible about what
Yeah,
I've been.
wise guy, you're asking me what I've done.
Thank
I'm
you for
sorry,
interrupting
I'm sorry,
third time in a row.
I'm sorry.
You're making me feel less bad for what I've been playing lately.
What are you
Scratch
playing?
tickets.
Scratch tickets, I feel like the odds aren't as good. I don't know what the fuck.
Dude,
when I was
actually-
young, I used to win a lot in scratch tickets. Now, every time I pick up a scratch ticket,
Okay.
nothing.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I've only lost $20,
Okay.
but I've been playing every second day for the past, I would say 3 weeks, with money that I keep winning. So I bought my initial investment of $10.
Okay.
I made 50, and then I just kept playing. I kept playing. With that money that I would win, I kept buying more tickets.
see
I'm
if you
giving
could
him
double.
ideas now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept
I was
buying tickets.
never a fan.
I kept getting tickets. And then I think 3 days ago, I lost completely. Then I bought one more for $20, but then I won again. and now I'm playing shit that I want.
Okay, but
Yeah.
don't you feel like
I'm
you know
like
when I was
30
young,
deep.
I won my first video camcorder on it. That's how I started making my first movies and stuff. But I couldn't afford that. I won it on scratch tickets.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was like I was 12 years
Wow.
old. I won it on the Cadeau Surprise. It was called.
Yeah.
I used to. Yeah, I used to win more often. Like I used
So
to buy
maybe-
one every 3 months. I'd buy like a Mocha share or something like that, and I'd get like $20, $50, $100. Like you'd win money. Now, in the past couple of years, I'll grab a scratch ticket once in a while. Let's say I'll buy 3 a year. Nothing, 0 all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've been pretty lucky. I almost hit because one of them it spins and you can win a cash prize. Because you could win a cash prize just by scratching, but then you could also win a spin, and you win an amount, anything from I think $5 to 150,000. At one time it was at 150. I was at 150,000, and then it just passed it. I was like, you motherfucker! But I'm sure these are made on purpose. Like the machine is never gonna stop on 100.
No,
It's-
no.
it's
That's
a-
what I'm saying. Is I feel there's fuckery afoot.
Yeah, like it's a code running the machine, but it still gives you hope. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee you, it's never gonna stop at 150. But I'm sure you could probably sue them.
I'm
because
gonna
of that.
show you all these. I'm saving these to show you after.
Would it-
All I'm doing is creating content that I'm gonna send to you to make you. I'm gonna be the one that radicalizes you. I'm gonna send you
Oh.
so much content that's gonna radicalize you.
Bro, I've been radicalized since 2021. By the way, I've just been hiding it, and now all the stuff I used to look at, you're sending them, which is very funny to me.
I would like to kind of revisit a subject we had not too long ago. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 or 3 podcasts ago. I would like, if we agree on the fact that, fine, you have the gambling addict, you have the alcoholic, and you have the drug addict.
But yeah, okay. Well, hold on.
Yes?
Enough about you. What about other problems?
My camera is really off, huh?
No, I fixed it for me.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it on OBS.
Yeah.
I didn't have time.
What about
Yeah.
other problems? Well, guys, believe it or not, I'm starting to find a solution. I have more solutions than problems in my current life.
What? This is amazing.
You know,
I don't know. That's why we're waiting to hear.
well, listen. Oh boy, I'm trying to find the most appropriate way to express myself. Well, listen, you don't have to have knowledge of rocket science. You have to learn how to manage your funds properly. You have to learn how to stay out of trouble.
No way.
That took what, about 7 seconds to say, and everything else is just a derivation thereof, right?
Didn't you just lose your money gambling on football?
You
That's
lost
nothing.
$12
You know?
and you tried to pass it as if you won 18,
That is an epic thing, yeah.
which is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
Guys, I think you guys wouldn't mind. I believe you guys wouldn't mind having at least a brief conversation on the matter.
Yes.
I've never been a drug addict, and I've never been an alcoholic. Now,
Oh, okay, you could've
from what
fooled
I
me.
understand, if you
What a
have-
nerd. What a fucking... You're going to sit here and say you're a loser like that?
I do know one thing: if you're addicted to heroin, there's a substance called methadone, and when I'm sure you guys know the word wean, right? You have to
methadone.
wean. You have to wean yourself off the heroin.
Well,
by
I think you've been
substituting
playing
it.
with your ween a little too much.
And I don't think it's called methadone. I think it's called methamphetamine. I think that's the...
I don't know. I could have sworn I knew
Methadone.
someone.
You're thinking of methadone.
Yeah, methadone. It's just a pronunciation
Oh,
issue.
okay.
Yeah, and that apparently
Methadone
helps
sounds
you
like a dinosaur.
transition.
Sounds like a Power Ranger.
It helps you transition from having the heroin addict to that addiction, and then slowly you wean yourself off of that, and you have no addiction. So my question is simple. Never mind how you got the addiction. I'm trying to figure out what kind of mentality do you have to use if you're a gambling addict. You have a drug addiction. You're destroying yourself. You're killing yourself. It's costing you money. I believe alcohol is similar. They're both things that make you high, right? Alcohol kind of it fucks with your brain. I'm not a psychologist, but in a general way of mentioning it, right?
Right.
You're an alcoholic. It numbs your senses. You're a drug addict. It numbs your senses. I would like to know. Well, actually, my question has 2 parts. What does the therapy of a drug addict or an alcoholic entail? It makes no sense because these people don't have rational thought. If you're
Well, they do have rational thought. as much
drugs
as
are
you have.
illegal on top of that, so you're committing an illegal act to get drugs, which costs money and fuck your life up. How could anybody be hooked on that? It makes no sense to me.
What do you mean?
mean?
Aren't you incredibly hooked to gambling?
I was gonna get to that later. I was.
But you're saying you don't understand what they're thinking, but you're thinking the same stuff. You're doing the same things.
Okay, if you want to jump to question number 2, what tools or resources do you need to tell a gambler stop gambling? You know, It's just
Well,
I mean,
for one-
honestly, if he runs out of money and the bookie won't spot him anymore, or else they're gonna break him if he doesn't pay them back, that'll stop him
I
pretty
think
quick.
one of the good solutions is to remove the nets from the bridge at the Casino of Montreal. That's one way to get them to stop gambling. Yeah,
move the nets.
he doesn't get it.
I mean, if
Because
you want to
people
jump and kill
commit
your side, it's there to prevent you, stop you from committing suicide. I didn't know there was
Yeah.
nets, but okay, yeah.
Well, now that you know there's nets, I hope it doesn't motivate you to jump.
That could be a fun ride.
Okay, how about this? I'm trying to be as rational as I can. I don't know.
Hold on. You know, I always had a question about that, about the nets, because I remember hearing about the nets next to the Casino of Montreal like a long time ago. But I always wondered, if you're a gambler and you ruin your life and you want to jump off the bridge and kill yourself, and there's nets right next to the casino, can't you just drive 5 minutes away
Or walk.
or walk
Yeah.
10 minutes away and then jump from there?
Normally, by the time you go through all that, you have time to think. They do it less, and also it's not their problem.
Okay, so that's what
it's
it
not
is.
casino
so it's
related.
Okay, I see. They just don't want it on their property.
Yeah, because it's like when people go, "Hey guys, take it outside," like a fight.
Yeah, I get it.
It's the same logic.
Yeah, I see.
All right. I just thought of a little light bulb went off in my head. Let's use a moderate example. You have $50,000 and you blew it at the casino in one night. That's example A.
All right.
Example B, I've been a drug addict for the last 5 years and it's cost me, never mind the amount of money, it's cost me money, right? Don't
How
you
much?
think that, I'm not even interested in giving an amount. Listen to where I'm going with this.
Say an amount.
Fine, 10 to 20,000. But
Okay.
listen to where I'm going with this.
So is it 15 or 12?
Fine, 12, okay?
Okay,
But listen
12,000.
to where I'm going with this conversation. I have a feeling that the guy that just blew $50,000 has a brain and he says, well, I just blew the money I had and I can't continue, so I need to do something else. I don't think you need a therapy per se. You have a
No
have
one
a
told
drug
you to get that.
problem.
You're saying it.
I'm asking if you agree with my logic or not.
Hold
I'm
on,
figuring
hold
the
on.
drug addict needs help.
Somebody that gets a hold of $50,000 and then just blows it at the casino.
Well, let's say yeah,
you
don't know
think
what-
they don't need therapy or help?
maybe they have trouble disciplining themselves. The therapy is at a different level. It's not the gambling. Maybe they thought they had a dream and they'd make $1 million.
I'm
know?
going to stab you with this pen.
You got to stop talking that
fucking
way.
idiot.
Do I look
You're
like a
such
therapist?
You're such a fool.
Well, yeah. Don't attack him that much because he can't handle it.
Dude,
Okay,
do you know
but
what you
it-
could do with 50 grand? That's a down payment on a triplex or a duplex. If somebody gambles it,
You know what you could do with 50
there's
grand? bro?
definitely a problem.
Fine,
You
how about
should- you
half?
should use
How
that-
about half?
Still a
Even half.
problem.
What you should do is you should be smart and put that down on the Super Bowl or something.
Wouldn't anything more than, man, I feel like such a fucking loser. I'm Xing myself from any gambling establishment ever. I don't think you need... okay, it's open to debate if you need therapy. That's all I'm saying. You got carried away. There are
Well, with
people
50
that are
grand,
not
you could buy 10 of these.
okay, we're just sharing thoughts. I mean,
Adam, how about this?
yes.
If the fans were to decide what you're going to do with your money, would you follow along to what they think?
No, that's kind of encroaching on my personal.
What a fucking retard. And then but gambling 50 grand in one night is completely illogical to you. You are so... This is why the Lord hasn't blessed you with any real money. This is the reason why.
So you'd be
The
screaming
universe-
if I give you even
the-
higher number than that, right?
The universe is keeping you safe. That's what it is. That's why you haven't made any real money in your life. The fact that you chained these words together into a sentence proves why you don't deserve to have money.
I wanted to correct the number then. Make it 10,000.
But that's just lying. I could correct the number and say I only lost $40 last week. It's not true. I lost like four
Okay,
something
50,000 is a
American.
little steep. 10. Some people save their money and don't do anything extravagant. They have $10,000 and,
Look, I don't have a problem with people gambling. If you win some of the time, the problem is you're at a net fucking minus $4 million. Like, you just keep losing.
Yeah.
You don't know how to gamble.
And if
Like,
you
I
have-
lost a lot last week, but overall, I think I'm up overall gambling in my life.
That's I never thought about that. But
And not by a lot, but I'm up.
I was
But
going.
let's say you have 10 grand, right? 10 grand. And you don't think of going on vacation, going to a nice place or investing it or trying to, make it grow or spending it on a really life-changing experience, and your first thought is to spend it on a chance to make, I don't know, $500,000 gambling, then you have a problem.
Okay, Pantelis, let me ask you this. How do you gauge the difference between a problem that's strictly up here
Yeah.
and a problem that's physical? I need my drugs. I am sure it's a well-known fact that drug addicts will steal to get their drugs.
Well, I mean, usually when it speaks, you can tell it has a problem.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
So
go
right
ahead.
now, let's say you're like gambling, it's not a problem. So if you have enough extra money to gamble and it doesn't affect your life in any way, you can. It
More
could
power
be,
to you.
It could be your pastime. But if you owe people money, if you need to take loans, if you need to gamble, if you need to suck dick to get money, like
Yeah.
if you need to do stuff that are out of the norm
You
to
have a
gamble,
problem. Yeah.
you have a problem and you need to stop.
Right. Okay. Okay. I can answer my own question. If you just forget 50, if you've lost 10, that's still stretching it. 10 is not 2, right?
Well,
That's-
again, it's relative because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you have, let's say, Vince McMahon, who's like a billionaire,
yeah.
even $1 million, it doesn't
Joke.
matter.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
joke. But you, I mean, to be honest, you even the $18 is huge.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
12, sorry, lost 12.
Still crazy. Still crazy amount to lose right now. How much do you make an hour? You don't make $12 an hour. What do you make? $20 an hour?
It's not. It's a little less than that.
Exactly. So you lost about an hour of your life.
Yeah.
For what? You worked for that money, man.
Okay, but I have. Okay, so having heard what you just said,
Adam, I have a question for you.
what do you do to kick
Now,
your
I do
habit? I just wanted
apologize
to ask
for
the
getting
question.
aggressive with
What
it.
do you do?
Listen,
then?
Adam.
Head over to erosandcompany.com and use the promo
Switch your
code
habit, right?
intellectuals. Use the promo code intellectuals. You can get yourself 15% off with your own promo code, Adam. And then they're going to look at that, and if enough people use it, they might be like, you know what, we want to have a deal with the intellectuals, which was the point, and then you'll get some money off advertising with erosandcompany.com, promo code intellectuals.
Go ahead, Poseidon.
I was going to ask you a question, but I forgot now.
You said, I'm sorry if I was harsh or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I was a little harsh, but do you... Oh, yeah, that was my question. Do you think you're going to become a millionaire off of gambling?
Of course not.
So why do you gamble?
¿Por qué tú es gambling?
Oh boy, I have to stay away from the convoluted answers because I think I have a fighting chance to make some money.
So you're actually worse. Oh my God, that's so pathetic.
Oh my God, what? I didn't know
I'm
he was going to go
sorry.
there. What do you mean? Why?
Yo, I find that such a pathetic answer. I'm sorry.
Why? What's the
That I
matter?
had a chance to make some money.
Were you expecting me to say
Like,
it's
Well,
just a
everyone wants to make
pastime?
some money. You want to make money.
No, I get it, but at least like elite level gamblers, they're trying to like make the millions. Oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire. They believe it.
Hear out this answer, please. When I play mise au jeu, I take 2 games. I don't take like 5-1 odds. I take little. So I might put in a $10 bet and win 13. That's very conservative.
But since you mostly lose, and shouldn't you go in with the idea that, look, I'm probably going to lose this $10 like I've lost every fucking time before. Might as well just try to make this $10 into 100 instead of making this $10 into 12.
I'm going to tell you an interesting story. As part of my answer, my losses have been more casinos and shit like that. On mise au jeu, I'm actually
Hasn't-
doing pretty well. So your logic only applies to 50% of the areas,
What
places
the
where
fuck
I
did he
gamble.
just say, bro? I
He's
can't.
trying a convoluted way of saying, like, don't tell me how to
I
gamble.
agree with your logic only in one of the 2 cases. I've lost money, but at the casino. I haven't lost money playing mise au jeu. You're asking, you're
So
telling
over
me
the
you keep
weekend,
losing.
so over the weekend, apart from, because I don't want to dwell on this,
Yes.
apart from losing money on gambling with the Super Bowl, what else did you do? How was your weekend? Everyone's curious. They
Oh
love
yeah,
you.
it's true.
It was a quiet weekend. Look.
Did you do anything noteworthy?
I'll give you a very simple example. I stayed indoors the whole time. Am I expected to always go somewhere and do something?
So basically, the house arrest did you a favor. Like you're a free man. Like if
Yeah,
I
I
was
went shopping, if you guys must know.
if I was under house arrest forget a year and a half like you were. If I was under house arrest for 3 months, dude, I would chill on my sidewalk.
Smoking crack.
I would chill on my sidewalk, just chilling, looking at birds and shit. Just being outside. How do you get out of house arrest after a year and a half and you're like, I'm gonna spend most of my time indoors?
Guys, honestly, it varies. When I'm indoors, when I'm not indoors, it varies.
At work, are you indoors?
Yes, and what's the
You
relevance?
go home, you're indoors?
Yes.
you spend most of your time indoors.
Okay, guys, I will not give you a convoluted answer. I'll give you a very straight answer.
I don't
The
believe
more time I spend outside of my home indoors, the more money it's going to cost. Does that not make sense? You go out and eat. You go to
Right.
whatever. So
You don't have to go out and eat though.
Well, you could be
Oh,
working.
wait a second. I went to a bar to watch the football game. Okay, forgot about that.
And what did you do? What did you order at the bar?
A poutine.
Just that?
A poutine and a drink, yeah.
What kind of drink?
Ginger ale. I drink alcohol rarely.
You like ginger ale?
I do actually, yeah.
He likes all the ales.
Hey. So you were just chilling alone at the bar watching the game?
Yep.
Were you sitting at the bar or were you sitting in a booth?
Sitting at the bar.
Okay.
Adam, have you ever been approached by strangers when you're at the bar?
It would depend what you define as approached. Somebody sitting next to me, I'm not going to like go like this and say, no, I don't want to talk, you know?
No, I don't mean if someone's eating at a restaurant, you fucking weirdo. I mean, have you ever been approached? Someone at a restaurant ever come to you say, hey, can I sit with you? Can I talk to you?
That I can remember.
I feel like if I was a bartender and I saw Adam sitting at the bar, one of these resto bars, I feel like I'd still card him. even with the way that he looks, I'd be like,
I will card you hoping that you don't have your ID so I can throw your ass out.
hoping you can get away with getting me out of here.
But no, not even that. It just I still wouldn't believe just from your demeanor. It like I don't know. You're so childlike. It's hard. Like even the thought of you walking into a bar is so strange to me because you're so like
Strange.
Mm-hmm.
there's something so childlike about him.
You're like a child.
You know what I mean? Like he's like an enlarged child.
You know, I'm going to tell you something that's slightly off the subject, but only slightly, and it's got to do with how I feel about you.
About
find
me?
that this
About me?
about me.
Sexual.
I find that this
Why'd you say
no
you?
has nothing to do with sexual. You Poseidon.
Wait, how come you said it's not sexual?
Sorry, about me. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought I said about me.
Okay.
I find that this show is a little bit of a cross between Amelia, where you can learn from people. You guys
Right.
are like life coaches.
Okay.
I agree. You
Okay,
guys are smart
okay,
people. Let me
if-
finish. And
Okay,
too
we're
much
two
comedy.
idiots.
And too
We're-
much comedy.
Okay.
So I
We're
wouldn't
two
mind
dumb
using this
people.
as Amelia, where you guys are like teaching me this. But I find that it's hard to be too serious with you guys because you guys are always going to throw. You guys are
joke.
always going to throw one at me. Like,
It's
in the
almost like this is a
comedic
comedy
approach.
channel and a comedy podcast. So
You
here's
know?
the thing, Adam. I have
And if you listen to this show for life advice,
you're an idiot.
you're the
Fine.
problem.
A small proportion
also,
of the time, it's
hold
okay.
on. Before it's too late, buy Nvidia stock right now before
Yes.
it goes back up.
So yeah,
Yes.
Adam, I asked Donald Trump Jr. if he would give you a loan of 42,000 American dollars.
I'm not even going to take what you're going to say from this point onward seriously because I know it's going to be no.
Well, it wasn't a no. Here's the thing. It wasn't a no. It was actually funnier than a no. He actually said, who in the hell is that? And then I said, it's Adam. You know Adam. He's a good guy. He said he's good for it. And he laughed and said, yeah, no. At least we tried.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh boy. Okay, fine. May I please ask you to be for the duration of the next few moments during which this conversation will evolve? May I please ask you to be serious?
Yes.
Please. The last podcast, you were saying something along the lines of, "Is it easy to produce $30,000?" Okay.
Yes.
As Donald Trump Jr., is it easy to produce $30,000? It's
I
very
did.
easy.
He said it's not easy. He said it's hard work. People have to, if it's that easy, why don't you do it?
Well, he's part of the elite.
No.
I was watching a YouTube.
Hold on,
I was watching
stop,
a video
stop,
about
stop.
his casinos
You just
and all
said
that.
he just said he's part of the elite. Listen, do you hear the double speak that's coming out of your mouth? You just said in one sentence that it's super easy to do, and the next second you said he could only do because he's the elite. Stop talking, listen to me, please
Go
use your
ahead.
adult brain.
Go ahead.
If it's so easy to come up with $30,000, why don't you easily come up with it?
I don't have the resources that
No.
Trump has.
It's not. Forget Trump. Don't bring up Trump. You said it's easy in general. It's easy. You didn't say it's easy for Trump. You said it's general to come up with 30 grand.
I don't remember having said that.
You literally just said it right
You
now.
literally just said it.
For him. I was asking, is it easy?
It's not easy for anyone. There's some type of work. He may have done years of work, and now it comes to him easier than it would.
I was about
but
to
there's
say,
no the only
today,
people.
maybe not 20 years ago when he was just in his teens. Or
The only people that get free money are people like you who feed off the government teat and get money off the working class. But people who work, money's not easy to come by. Every dollar that I have to make takes a lot of time, energy, effort, a lot of money wasted. That everyone who goes to work, they have to spend the whole day working, doing something, and not just the 8 hours they work, but the mental anguish they have to go through depending on the workload and how shitty the job is. It takes a lot of energy. You seem to think that because you're like, oh, I'll work for 5 hours, I should make $1 million. That guy has $1 million. That's not the way it works. Normally, the person that has the 30 grand or the $1 million, they worked for that amount of money. If you want, let's say at your salary, if you wanted $1 million, you would have to work the equivalent hours because that's all you're going to do.
I know.
Which you wouldn't get to in a lifetime.
I'll be 70 or okay.
Exactly.
Fine, 80. I'll be conservative
That's
and
what
say
I'm
70,
saying.
but it's close to 80.
But if you do something else, if you go into construction or if you go work on the oil rigs up north, the oil rigs in Alberta, out west, or up north, the mines, you'd make 250 grand a year. You'd get there faster, but you would need to work harder.
Have you seen the kind of work that entails, though?
That's what I'm saying.
I can imagine.
You need to put in the work. So no amount of money is easy as long as it's not. If it's stolen, it's easy to get, but it's easy to lose.
Even stolen money is not easy to get,
and it's very easy to lose.
And it's very easy to lose.
I have a feeling that I have the right to go on a bit of a tangent and say that Donald Trump Jr.
Oh my God.
his father is the president of the country, of a very powerful country, and that's a little piece of detail that you're not taking into consideration.
Why would I take into consideration when they were rich before they became? It had nothing to do with him being president.
And
They've been
people
rich
that
for years.
become rich like that, usually they leverage the system. They have a product that they sell to the masses. They start a business. Or they make their money work for them by putting in investments. But a lot of people, especially wealthy people, suffered for a long time to get to that level or to that point where their money works for them and their product is popular.
Like Bezos, you know that Bezos, Amazon, they told him it's not a real thing. Get rid of it. He started a garage, all that. I'm not saying he's a good or bad dude. What we're saying is, it didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of risk. It took a lot of work. Same thing, even Zuckerberg. It took a lot of risk. It took a lot of work for what he did. Yeah, I'm not with him. He's done a lot of prickish stuff. Yeah. But it's not to say that, oh, someone has something, I deserve it because he doesn't, because it's so easy for him. It looks easy to you because you're not looking at all the work he did for years to get there. You're not taking into consideration the amount of work it took to get there. And believe me, Adam, it takes a lot of work to get that money. Unless you're stealing it or you got lucky, it fell into your lap, you won the lottery.
You're in the mafia or you have real easy money.
Even the mafia, bro. You think it's easy? They're risking their fucking lives. How is that easy?
They have another, what's the word? There's a star attached to them that they could lose their lives because what they're doing is illegal.
Well, no, but it's not what, in order to do it, it's not easy. Why would it be easy?
That's true. It's a little bit easier because they don't mind going to jail. Whereas
it doesn't make it easy.
No, okay.
That doesn't make any sense what you just said.
Yeah, okay. I will. Fine. May I had a conversation with this guy about this. They have kind of a higher degree of control over certain things because a normal hardworking businessman will not break the law. A mafioso will. So that gives them a slight advantage.
Well, no, it doesn't.
No? Okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't give them a slight advantage because it depends what business you're in.
Honestly, if you look at most of the movies and shows that are based on real life events as well, and even if you look at real stories, it's not worth the risk in the long term.
I agree.
Usually
you don't make it out.
Yeah, you don't make it out. And the people that do make it to a very old age, it's super rare. Super rare. Hold on, I'm not done my sentence.
My apologies.
It just usually when people get stuck in that life, they usually came up in that life, and then that's all they knew. And then when something is all you know, it's scary to change to something else. So if you're 35 and all you've known is a life of crime and the family business and this and that, dude, at 35, what are you gonna go become a school teacher? You know what I mean? Like it's impossible.
It's impossible, but
it's
also
impossible. Like
very hard.
Adam,
even if you get a regular job, like even if you get, I don't know, like sales
gas
clerk
station,
or whatever,
whatever,
gas station, they're gonna look at the past 25 years and be like, where you been?
Look, Adam, look, it's not like me. I'm not a criminal. I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire, right? But I work my fucking ass off to try to make it, and hopefully one day it results in maybe not being a millionaire, but being, let's say, slightly independently wealthy. Let's say, right?
Yeah.
But that's years of work that I put into this, years of sacrifice, years of savings, of time, of relationships, all that stuff. And then if you show up to me and you're like, well, it's so easy for you. Look at you. You're a millionaire now in like 10 years from now. No, it wasn't easy. I gave up 20 years. I would 20, 30 years of my life, you fucking dickhead.
And even then, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm risking everything for nothing. There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee. I have no guarantee in this. Nobody has a guarantee. Well, even I was watching a TED Talk of a billionaire, and even some multimillionaires are like, they know how they got there, they know the work they put in, but even they don't know how the fuck it happened. Like you have to be like, yeah, there's hard work also, and I agree with that, but there's also like luck and timing. There's so many other aspects tied into success that people tend to overlook. There's just so many variables.
And I have a funny feeling, Pantelis, is just a hunch of mine. You don't really spend too much time thinking about, oh, he's got more money than me. You worry about yourself.
No, what the fuck do I care if someone has more money? Most people have more money than me. What do I care?
Oh, I thought you were somewhere in the middle. You're not poor, you know.
But hold on. How do you define the middle though?
Yeah. What's the middle?
Isn't that based on economic principles?
You tell me. You just said it.
Yeah.
You have. Well, okay, fine. I thought that's a question that's based on common sense.
But okay,
people
so what
who
is
drive
it?
Ferraris are elite. People who
Stop saying elite. No, someone who drives Ferrari is not elite. Poseidon drove Ferrari. He's not elite. He's fucking.
I have.
He's prime meat.
Oh, I've driven a Lamborghini.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, for how long? Okay, fine. If you driven
So he was
three
elite
of them,
for 3 minutes.
If you driven 3 of them, oh man,
You're so stupid, Adam. You're such a simple man. You view things in such simple terms. It's gonna be your downfall.
It already has been. Man, but fuck. You know what's crazy, bro? I wish life were that simple.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can use my brain. Okay,
Whoa,
I promise you,
we're
I'm
all
going to
waiting.
get some credit. Not that I'm looking for it, but I'm going to get credit for using my brain. Do you agree with me that if you look at 3 classes of people, okay, fine, a company CEO that's making $150,000 a year, a middle class warehouse manager that's making 60,
And a Sri Lankan dishwasher.
fine, who's making 30, okay, or less. These people only all have a limited amount of years to work until they're going to retire.
Right.
That Sri Lankan dishwasher, sadly, is probably going to be poor even when he reaches retirement age.
So hold on. Did you not realize? There's something fucked up that you just said. The 3 classes of people that you said.
Yep.
Do you realize that people start somewhere? You're not born a CEO.
Fine, that's fine.
No, it's not fine because
Well,
again,
I
you're
understand.
misunderstanding.
Well, hold
you
on,
have
what's your
limited
point?
time. You have limited time here, and choices to make. If your choices lead to you being a dishwasher your entire life, that's solely and strictly on you. It's not the CEO's fault. Because I'll give you an example.
Go ahead.
The article came out about the owner, Greekster, of Cafe Cleopatra, who started there in the 70s when he came here as a
I know
dishwasher.
exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns all other places too.
And then
Yes.
he saved up his money. He was just working there. He was sweeping, cleaning, whatever. And then they offered it to him. Hey, would you like to buy it after years of being the best employee? And they were retiring and he had saved up that money. And then he bought that place and had to manage that place and he grew, but he started from the bottom. So he chose what to do with his money. I'm giving you an example, a concrete one that's here of an establishment that you like to visit. That's why I'm bringing it up so it feels more at home. He started off as an immigrant who didn't speak the language, who came to another country, didn't even speak the fucking language, dude, okay? To become a tiny tycoon. So you were born here. You spoke the language. You had a wealthy and successful and smart dad. You have a smart sister. You have
And
a smart mother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, all the people around you were good. You had every opportunity given to you. And what did you choose to do?
you want me to
Stalk women
You
and
want me to
blow
give you the
dudes
best
on
possible
highway rest
answer
stops.
from the bottom of my heart? The answer
Yeah.
that I'll give you is that I discovered what a sleazy subsector we have of the Montreal population.
Okay, that does not answer any question. That is again you
And it led to
deflecting.
me losing a whole
and-
bunch of money in
No,
business.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's
it
a better
didn't. It
answer.
didn't. What led to you losing money in business was what you just did right now. Is refusal
To take
accountability
to man up,
for yourself.
To man up.
So right now you go, someone tells you, "Hey Adam, I have magic beans. They cost you $20,000, but these magic beans, when you put them in the ground, they're gonna grow gold coins." If you give that man $20,000, he's not the bad guy. You're the fucking idiot.
Yeah,
It's
you
your
deserve.
fault.
Honestly, you
Okay,
deserve
even
it.
I'm laughing, but you don't give me the benefit of the doubt that phase of my life is over.
I'm not saying it's not over. It is over. What I'm trying to tell you is you just said, no. You had every opportunity. You had second chance, third chance, fifth chance. You had so many chances that your family gave you, and you still fucked them over.
And you're blaming sleazy environments. Do you think this dishwasher at a strip club wasn't consistently in sleazy environments?
He was born in the sleaze. You merely adopted the sleaze.
Yeah.
Oh boy! So I have a feeling this is going to be a repeat of the,
The
prior.
sleaze man.
This is going to be a repeat of the prior podcast, whereby Adam may claim that he's manned up, but in reality he hasn't.
No, again,
It's a
we're not
bit of
coming
A
to
and a
right
bit of
now.
B.
No, we're not coming to right now. I'm just telling you in general. We're not saying now compared to other times. We're telling you in general.
Yeah.
The way this is a life coach thing that should be telling you, but he's
problem.
not telling you. You will never move forward until you stop blaming everyone else for your shortcomings. Stop.
How
You're
do
about
you
to do it again.
no, no,
Shut
no.
the fuck up and listen to me.
I'm doing it subconsciously. Okay,
So stop doing it.
You know, there's a
everything
difference.
that happened, I'm telling you, every decision you made in your life was your decision. Every decision you're gonna make moving forward is your decision. You decide how to control your life. You decide.
And it really is difficult to come to terms with that, but that's the truth. No matter if you want to say, yeah, but this person enticed me, and yeah.
What is wrong with what I said a few moments ago? A bit of
bro,
A,
he
a bit of
doesn't-
B,
he doesn't care
a bit
about
of
what I'm
A,
saying.
and a bit of B. I do.
What's wrong is that's why you're in the same place all the time. You're never gonna move forward. I'm trying to tell you. So right now, I'll give you an example of what you're doing. You know how you have an upset stomach?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say it's because you're lactose intolerant. Let's just say that. Okay, humor me for a second.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
And every day you're taking a bowl, you're like, okay, I'm gonna drink this with some milk inside, and you keep shitting your pants. And I'm like, Adam, it's because you're lactose intolerant. Stop the lactose. You're like,
You're
no. But
sabotaging
watch
yourself.
this.
Yes.
I'm gonna put peanut butter now with some milk. It's like, okay, Adam, stop with the milk. The milk is the problem. You're like, no, it's a bit of A, a bit of B. The fact that you keep saying it's a bit of A and a bit of B, and you won't admit that it's the A, you won't admit that it's the lactose in this sense, and you're gonna keep shitting your pants. Same thing with your life. Until you admit that it's your control, you're in control, it's your fault, it's not the world, it's not TV, it's not the people that you blow in bars, it's none of that shit. It's all your decisions. You're never gonna be able to move forward. You have to take accountability for
The
yourself.
only time that you can say like, it's fucking life and it sucks is freak accident.
Yes.
So let's say
Like your
you're-
mom could say that about you.
So let's say you're waiting at the bus stop. Let's say you're waiting at the bus stop, and I don't know, a tire from a car flies off and hits you in the legs and the back, leaves you paralyzed from the waist down. Okay, knock on wood. I don't hope this
Okay, I
happens
hear
to
you, I
you.
hear you.
Even though I like to say, like, I'm gonna stab you in the neck with this pen. It's not true. It's a joke, you know. So I wouldn't wish anything like that upon you. Okay, Adam.
I understand.
And I've been watching some John Wick lately, so that's why it's anyways.
Yeah.
So that there's nothing that you can say about that of like, you made the wrong decision of waiting for the bus stop. But where else do you want to wait for the bus? You know, you didn't do anything wrong by waiting for the bus over there. It's a freak accident. Somebody didn't fucking do the proper repairs on their car. They went through one of our shitty potholes in Montreal.
Yeah.
So that's the only time you can say it's not my
So
fault.
guys, I was hoping you guys could give me permission. Let's just revisit my father's case. I was thinking about this just the other day. Never mind his relationship with me. In his business, he's had about 4 partners that fucking sold him down the river, caused him a whole bunch of
That
headaches.
happens.
Do you think that my father should think like me, or should
Your father-
you bring in a partner because
No,
you trust
you know,
him?
yeah, and you know what your father thought?
What?
Your father wasn't like, oh, that guy. No, your father said, fuck me, I made the wrong move. I shouldn't have trusted that guy. That's what your father said. He didn't say, oh, in his fault.
I'm not sure though.
I'm 100% sure because your father was a businessman. There's people here who have robbed me. Poseidon, you know.
Actually, this shows
And
you
do you
have
know
a
what I
little bit-
said? Poseidon's like, do you want me to take care of him? Do you want me to do this? And I said, no, it's my fault. I shouldn't have trusted him. I shouldn't have fucking gone into business with him. It's me.
This actually shows that I have a bit of a brain and that I can understand where you're going. My father would probably think about those guys for a few moments, and that's it.
That's
Move
it.
on.
You get upset in the
Okay.
beginning, and then you're like, it's my fault. What is it going to help you by going after these guys and be like, it's your fault that I fell for your tricks. It's your fault that I fell for the scam.
So then
Look,
you know what?
if it's small amounts of money, okay, it's not worth it. But if it's really large sums of money, then that's why you sue people.
yeah,
Tell
if they
me how
really
you-
fucked you over.
Yeah.
But if
if it's all
honestly,
non-documented,
So let's say
someone
if-
takes 6,000 from you.
So let's say if I come to you with this business idea of a restaurant, is it going to be the best restaurant? It's revolutionary, blah blah blah. I just need $100,000 of your money,
Just.
and then I have
if the restaurant fails because
Yeah.
it's not doing sales, you can't do anything. That's a bad business move. You made a bad move. But if he doesn't open the restaurant, takes the money and fucks off,
Yeah.
then you could sue him.
And even if it doesn't go well, if the proper stuff weren't put in place and it shows that I didn't do the proper work with that money,
Yeah.
I could still get sued.
Yeah,
There's
but
so
if it's
many
just,
repercussions.
But if it's just like the idea doesn't work, like, yo, we made a Pakistani pizza shop, and people are like, bro, no one's gonna eat that shit, and then it doesn't sell. Okay, bro, no one wants to eat Pakistani pizza. It's no one's fault. You tried. It was a bad idea. That's it.
you move on.
You move on.
But let
move
me
on.
ask you a question.
Ask it.
Look, I learned my lesson, but just as a matter of principle, you're doing in business with someone where the operation is not legit. Now, it's a case in point. There's a guy who owes me 6,000.
But you decided to go into an operation that's not legit.
Yeah.
That's
Why
the
would you do that?
consequences. Yeah.
So you know what, guys? I'm pretty sure you guys are going to concede this 100%.
We will not.
I don't seem to have the wisdom to know this is bad news. It's
No,
like
you
stick your
do
hand
have
in
the wisdom.
electrical and you're
No,
getting
you
burnt.
do.
No?
You're just a degenerate.
I
You
don't
want the
know.
quick
I don't
fix.
know.
Yes, I know.
And you've told me a million
That's
times.
why you
Poseidon,
took.
the
That's why
sympathy
you
card
took.
doesn't
That's
work.
why you took $40 to fellatio woman.
Yeah, it's true. You did it for a low cost. It was a high risk. It was a very high risk, and you paid the price. But
Well, guys, I'm not proud of this, but let me please just add another variable to the equation. I have been told before this guy's naive. Okay,
which guy?
this guy who's speaking. Okay, isn't there a bit of a link between that and what
This
the
guy,
did?
meaning you?
The guy speaking, yes.
Who said this?
Myself.
Who said
People that I've known in the past. You know, do you not see a link between them saying that? And wouldn't anybody, like even Pantelis said it? Okay,
So hold on.
UZ
Pause. This makes it even worse. You heard these people call you naive, and you still fell for shit.
No,
You
not
heard them call you naive.
I'm talking about a general characterization of myself. Don't mix that issue with what people have said over the years.
But I mean,
So
What
you're
the fuck is that, bro?
it's the woman he filleted.
Turn that off, bro. I'm gonna get an erection.
Adam,
yes.
this is a gambler that won their bet over the weekend.
Well, guys, if it makes now, guys, I can't believe we're on the subject again. Does the fact that I was actually losing sleep in the past and I'm no longer losing it mean is that indicative?
I can't believe he can speak while listening to this.
I don't care about
He
it.
doesn't care about women.
Yeah. Not in this context, anyways. I said something important a few moments ago. Do you
Yeah.
agree? Does the fact that in the past I had trouble sleeping because I knew there was a whole bunch of fucked up ways to the way I operated? I don't have that, hence I sleep better at night. Are you willing to concede that?
I concede.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I concede. So hard.
I have no idea what was said in the past 35 seconds.
Oh, man. Anyways, guys, okay, I'll attach some humor to this. This is not a show, obviously, whereby I can learn how to make wiser decisions, right?
I mean,
Look at
you could. We're trying to help you make the best decisions, but you keep
okay,
making
bro.
dumb
Like,
decisions. My counting.
you know which ones really get me going? The ones where they're sucking dick and shit.
Okay, wait. I'll use my brain and let's talk about something serious.
Yeah.
5 minutes ago, you were talking about the Sri Lankan and the guy that's a middle class warehouse
God
manager.
damn, bro.
I wanted to make a very important point.
Nothing
So
phases me.
unfortunately, it's back to the Sri Lankan guy
It's
because
crazy.
he never pursued moving up in the ranks. He stayed a dishwasher. He was
Yeah.
all like, okay.
He was oblivious to everything around him. He was just
But what if he just doesn't have any know-how other than being a dishwasher?
that. What I've noticed is that some people, nothing. It's just that's all they know. They know one thing, and they.
I have a funny feeling, sadly, that's a byproduct of capitalism. You get bigger. If you can get bigger, great. If you don't, then you're getting lower and lower in the
She seems to agree.
in the totem pole, right?
Our
In the
caller,
pecking order.
our caller seems to agree.
Nothing.
He's unfazed.
Unfazed.
This
I
is
just
crazy.
don't care to listen to this. What do you want me to say?
Why not?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Put a man moaning. Put a man moaning. Put a man
Oh,
moaning.
they
Let's see if
didn't
it
get
affects
right.
us. Put a man.
Bro, nothing. He's like, let me ask you guys a question about this Pakistani dishwasher.
Yeah. Yeah, brother. Okay, Adam. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my little son. Yeah, you like that? Try to have a conversation with him. Ask him the questions, the same questions you ask. Oh, yeah, you dirty little son. Oh,
Kind of
yeah.
hard because you're distracting me from doing so.
That's distracting. That's distracting.
Adam, you're a loon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been confirmed.
It's been confirmed weeks ago.
So, any special gas stations you've visited lately?
Well,
What's so special about it?
well,
Does Shell help you come out of your shell?
no, I go there, I fill up my tank, and I leave.
Why Shell?
That's where we have an agreement with the company I work for.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shall we divulge?
Shall
what
we talk
company
about my business about Shell?
So Adam, before we go, people want to know
Yes.
what's next for Adam.
In terms of?
What are your plans? What are your future goals?
I'll have to get back to the people on that one because that's not
What are
something
your-
I can
no,
answer in
no,
5
for
seconds.
real. What are your ambitions from a young age? What were you thinking you wanted to do? Like you wanted to
Okay.
excel at in life,
You have to. I hope you understand that I have to be realistic in answering that question, right?
dude.
Becoming an
just
airline
be
pilot,
honest.
and then I realized, I have a criminal record. I'll never get in. So
Hold on. What?
Wait, how long were you trying to?
In other words, I can come up with being an astronaut. I can come up with a bogus answer, but it's got to be
Not a
subject
bogus.
to
He
reality.
just asked you a legit answer. What did you want to be when you were young?
So I was going to give you I didn't think about that when I was young. I thought about it when I was older. And then there were a whole bunch of answers.
So
that
when
I
you
had
were
to
older,
scratch
you
off
thought
my
about what you wanted to
list.
be when you were older.
One of them was an airline pilot. But
How old were you?
my 20s.
And how come you never pursued that? You know, airline
I
pilots
see
make a
what
lot
you
of
mean.
money.
I know.
Make
And
a lot
I
of
didn't
money.
have a criminal record at the time.
Like
I'm
airline pilots, hold on.
scared.
Airline pilots
Yeah.
pursued
I
their
know.
passion and what they love, and in turn, it pays them.
You could make about $70 an hour, I think. I don't remember. I remember speaking to someone.
No,
actually,
it's like 150 grand a year, dude. What are you talking about?
Well,
It's good money.
depending on what your seniority level is. But yeah, you can.
I heard they make $15 to $20 an hour.
I met someone who told me that he makes about. Don't forget, you don't work a 40-hour week. They I think they pay you 25 hours because you can't keep flying and flying.
At $15 an hour.
And I think he told me he makes. Forget the hourly rate. He makes $70,000 a year. So not bad. And he just started. So obviously, yeah, double that wage.
I think he's lying to you. As far as I know, airline pilots make $14 an hour, and and the crazy thing is they have to show up with their own plane.
Yeah.
They must have a huge expense report to fill out, eh? And they get it back.
You can expense the gas.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, actually wait. My father did have a company. So to answer your question, I did have ambitions associated with my father's company.
Of running the company. And what did you know
Not
about
even running it? Just work. I mean, didn't really care running it, working there. What did you just say? What was
your ambition about this company? Like what made you passionate about engineering and software engineering and
guys, if
did you ever want to be an engineer yourself?
If you want to come out straightforward and say you're doing a very poor job of expressing yourself, you're welcome to. I never
What are you talking about? He's asking you a fucking question.
I don't know.
Did you ever have ambitions of becoming an engineer
at
yourself?
At one point, yes.
What kind of engineer?
Electrical.
Okay. See how simple that was.
There you go. What stopped you?
This is how conversations
I found the
work.
science was a little heavy. You're heavy physics, heavy math.
So you weren't good at school?
I wouldn't say I wasn't good at school. I wasn't at the level that I had to be at. I wasn't at the level that I would needed to be expected to be at. That makes sense.
I mean, he actually answered pretty straightforward.
I'm very Adam. Do you see how
I'm actually
conversations
shocked.
work?
Yeah, I have nothing to say.
Adam,
You see how when you answer directly and honestly, I have nothing left to say.
on that accomplishment, intellectuals out.